9 events over 12 weeks on PlayStation, Xbox and Steam. That was how you qualified. We had a weekly winner, the fastest person, and then we had a couple of other drivers going through with cumulative times from the 3 weeks events. So always the quick guys there, and then some of the consistent guys as well. Into the quarterfinals, we had one on the 26th, one on the 31st, and one on the 5th. We had the top 2 advancing from the first 2, but only the top 1 will advance from this quarterfinal to the semis. So 5 drivers from each of the different platforms. 6 will go through to the semi-finals, so 2 from each platform for our grand final to battle it out to become the World Rallycross Champion in esports. It's been a fantastic competition so far. I say we've got some brilliant drivers who haven't quite made the... Of the classics in the World Rallycross Championship from the very start, just over a kilometre long, 40% asphalt, 60% dirt, but the grip levels here are very high, and the difference between the Joker and the standard lap, very low. On board with Timmy Hansen, over the start-finish line, a little bit of brakes and then in towards turn 1, a bit of opposite lock, he's sideways through there, onto the first dirt section, into the left. Now carry as much speed as you can, run the car wide on the gas and braking just before the crest. You come over the crest, the car gets unsettled in towards the apex. Hansen's quite sideways through the hairpin on this lap. The Joker lap goes right there. He takes the standard lap again on the dirt. You can see the cars merging with you from the right-hand side, and where that barrier ends is where you shut the door or find that you've taken the place. In towards the left, over the curb. Be patient on the gas, back on the brake, in towards the right. Again, get the car straight and fire it over the start-finish line to complete the lap. So this is from the front, and you have Marie-Luce Valentin on the inside, then Sullivan Baron, Martin Lemieux, Ryohei Iwami, and Sylvain Laville.
Cars to make them a little bit faster and sort of balance the class out again. So yeah, there's usually one favourite, but it doesn't mean you can't go fast with the other ones.
So we are on the line. Behind, who's this? This is black and orange, so I think we're behind Martin Lemieux. We are in the middle of the grid, Sullivan Baron on the inside, but on the outside is Ryohei Iwami. The EBC colour car got a great start and then got nudged wide in turn 1. Martin Lemieux, you're seeing here, chucks it in absolutely sideways, almost stalls the car at the apex and then away. John, that is the sort of pretty typical hot lap style in the supercar.
Yeah, you want to back it in and get on the power as much as you can and use that traction to propel yourself out of the corner again. But that was a fantastic start, already gapped the rest of the field quite a lot. But place number 2 is already jokered, so that's fantastic as well.
We're looking at Sullivan Baron. As you say, it has, so was it Sullivan Baron we were on? No, at the start it was Ryohei Iwami, wasn't it, that got pushed wide. We were on board, I think, with in the middle of the grid. So what's the gap back? It's 0.9 of a second between the leader and P2. Has the leader gone Joker? Yes, the leader did go Joker on that last lap. So it's ELR Martin just came out from the Joker. Martin Lemieux, that was in the lead from Sullivan Baron. P3 is HKI RX Joe, and that is Marie-Luce Valentin. Shisha livery on them again. GCK revealing on social media a couple of weeks ago that they are going to look to more competition with electric motorsport in the future. Kevin Hansen asked them, did that mean they quit Rallycross? And they said we might see them again next year, so that'd be interesting. This weekend here in the UK, Andreas Backerd and Liam Doran are competing in JC Race Technic Run Audis down at Linden Hill, the final 2 rounds of the British Rallycross Championship. Monster Energy RX Cartel, so interesting times. Yeah, silly season starts now. We've got not just driver changes, of course, we've got a promoter change as well, so it's even interesting times for me.
Just a little bit of a mistake there on the hairpin.
Too much opposite lock, wasn't it? Too sideways at the apex. It's tricky Loic though, isn't it? Because it's crest and then the apex is actually in a dip.
Yeah, you need to get your braking done a lot earlier than what you actually think you need to do it, so yeah, it can be tricky to get that apex.
It is a win for Martin Lemieux. ELR Martin, that's Martin Lemieux, and then P2 is Sullivan Baron. So there we go. Okay, so Sylvain Laville is on pole from Martin Lemieux, Sullivan Baron, Ryohei Iwami, and Marie-Luce Valentin. Lemieux won the last one from Sullivan Baron.
Where is, let me see, Martin Lemou is black and orange. Martin Lemou's in P2 on the grid.
I've noticed something strange already. We've got a Subaru on the start line.
Really? Somebody chosen the wrong car? Is that illegal? I think it is, isn't it?
Probably.
Good spot, mate. Ryohei Iwami. Iwami looks like he's got a good start. Inside though, bit sideways contact. Well, there is a Subaru in there definitely, and I think that's against the rules. So I don't know if that's a problem with the game and or somebody's chosen the wrong car. The stewards will definitely be looking
Great
into that.
start though.
Oh, mega start. I mean, you know, maybe it's, is it Scott Speed or Patrick Sandell perhaps, you know, with a Travis Pastrana even.
It's TX3 Smoky.
Yeah, so it's none of the above. So it's Sylvain Leville.
So maybe it's could just be a slight mistake when he was selecting his car and just a slip of the finger and yeah, hit the wrong button.
Running Chris Atkinson's livery, but yeah, I'm slightly. Oh, T-Bone gets turned around, spun it on his own on the brakes there, gets a little bit of contact from Sullivan Barron. So we will wait to hear from race control why there's a Subaru in there, but we're loving it. That's all good.
Doing a little 3-point turn right now.
Lots and lots of French drivers taking part here in Loiac and indeed across the entire sport. Go on, John, you spotted something?
I think he's just retired from the race as well.
He has. Okay, so maybe he's listening and he knew. I wonder, he didn't disconnect in the first one, did he? You know, maybe he's just thinking, you know what, I'm getting a Subaru anyway.
Not sure, I can't remember. Do you have the results from the first race?
No, I don't, not completely, I'm afraid, mate. You should be very disappointed in me. Didn't write that down. You're looking at ELR Martin Lemou. What's the lead now? It is just 1.4 seconds back to Draizu, which is Sullivan Barron. These guys were P1 and P2 last time. Sullivan Barron, though, has only got a 0.7 of a second lead over Marie-Luce Valentin.
Backs it in.
Backing it in. Bit early, maybe. What do you think?
Standard lap. A little bit too early, but yeah, you really do want to get the car rotated nice and early. And
where's the Joker merge? Side by side, he's going to hold on to the place, or if there's somebody to his right, shuts the door as he just about. Yes, gets the position. So ELR Martin, okay. ELR Martin then. So Martin Lemou takes another win. It's not the same in the game, is it? It's last year's cars, actually. Don't have the 2019 Subarus, do we?
No, it's 2018 we have, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, here we go. Ryohei Iwami, Marie-Luce Valentin, Sylvain Laville, Martin Lemou and Sullivan Barron. Gotcha. Here we go. Little pull of the old gloves, Velcro on tight. Sylvain Laville has picked the test spec Megane. He's binned the Subaru off, literally. And he's here. He's aiming for a bit of glory now, testing the old brakes, little flash of the brake pedals. Is he going to get a good start on the run to the first corner? Can't see anyone either side. Oh, gets a little nudge wide, maybe that's Ryohei Iwami. Is it the whole shot? Oh, come on, Iwami was definitely taken out there for me. Iwami driven into in the background, I think. I mean, that's the way we're calling it, Stuart, to look into it.
Good if we could get a replay of that.
Yeah, and of course, thinking about it, actually, the only reason you wouldn't have chosen a Subaru is if it DQ'd you from the competition. But as he then had a disconnection, in theory, he's still in. He's going to be P5 on the grid. I'd forgotten, of course, it's not knockout time, so he's going to be in the final either way. So actually, Sylvain Laville here might as well do his best to take this, mightn't he?
Yeah, he's doing a great job at the minute out in the front, but he's under a lot of pressure from Martin.
Ryohei Iwami is still showing in P3, so I'm really not quite sure. Maybe he didn't get fully taken out. It looked like he was in the back.
It looked like a full spin to me,
yeah. The last thing you want is someone pushing into your rear quarter, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're trying to turn one way and then the car just starts turning the other way and it's a disaster.
Yeah. Classic tactics, by the way, for anti-hijack terrorism. Do you know that? Get into the rear quarter, mate, give it a good push, they get the opposite lock on, you lift out of it, car spins. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Yes, it's not my first rodeo, this, mate.
He's still out in front, though. He's still out in front.
Yes, indeed. So where is, that's what I was looking for, is where is Ryohei Iwami?
Second place.
P2. So Iwami, having had a bit of carnage in turn 2, has just got to see, yeah, but ELR, so yes, Martin Lemieux, who won the first two, is right behind Iwami. I can't see him giving up that space. The other two are a long way back, so Iwami's only going to end up with P3 at worst, which isn't so bad. Had a P2 in race 2.
Joker lap's pretty quick though.
So he goes Joker now, and in fact as well, so Martin Lemieux had to run wide there to avoid the rear end of Iwami. On the inside, your leader. Full commitment around the outside. Ryohei Iwami has to slot in behind. Can't quite make the pass work. Sylvain Laville going to come round to take the win. Iwami right underneath Martin Lemieux's rear wing. It's going to be ELR Martin. So he had 2 wins. Martin Lemieux in P2 had 2 wins and a P2. So it is Lemieux who is the TQ. SZH Ranok. Okay, here we go. Okay, Iwami in the EBC coloured car. We thought he got a tag from behind. Ooh, how does he get away with that? Does he get away with that? That's the best angle we've got, apparently. Cameramen.
Well, he comes in in third place again.
He does. I reckon he's bounced it off the wall on the outside. So Martin Lemieux with the top qualifier spot, TQ. That's what top qualifier is short for. TQ, the other way around. TQ short for top qualifier. You know what I mean. He got a P2 in Q3. So Martin Lemieux with a solidly quick all day long. Sylvain Laville, mixed results to be fair, but the win in Q3 is what's nudged Sylvain Laville up into P2. Ryohei Iwami, the sole Japanese driver against all these Frenchmen. Sullivan Baron in P4 and Marie-Luce Valentin in P5. Equal on points for those. Can Iwami deny the French? Going to be all about the start. Lemieux will be in the inside, then Laville, Iwami, Baron and Luce Valentin. Going to be a rewarding late night for Iwami. That'd be quite the story, wouldn't it? That time in the morning to.
It's his third time here as well, trying to get through.
We've had 3 late nights for us then. Good lad.
There he is.
Ryohei Iwami, good luck. Good luck to all the other drivers as well, of course. Here we go. Ready to race light will come on top right and then green. There it is. You're on board with Iwami down towards turn 1. Good start. Who's dropped out backwards off the start there? ELR Martin out front. Ryohei Iwami. Oh, aggressive over the curbs on the first lap. Going to end up P2. Chucking it in super sideways, but a bit too early. 2 people with mistakes there. Our leader, which is Martin Lemieux, made a little mistake. I thought chucked it in a bit too early. Ryohei Iwami keeping it super calm. Look at the attitude in the car. Completely different. In the background, John, we saw someone who chucked it in a bit too early and ended up over the curbs.
Yeah, it looks like he got away with it though. It was the black car, which was Valentin. But yeah, he's running 4th, but already done the Joker, which is great.
The Rallycross driving style these guys use, which we know is not quite real life, where they chuck it in and use basically the dynamics of the game to use the 600 horsepower to pull the car forward. There you can see it again, same style. It's risky to use that on the first lap because of contact. It's okay when you're running on your own.
That's it, you're rotating the car so much. If you get contact, it's going to over-rotate you. You're probably going to go backwards or do a full 360. So it is risky. It's actually really hard to execute that sort of maneuver into this hairpin.
I've been trying, and I'm not very. I have to be honest, I'm not very good at the chucking the Rallycross cars in. I like driving them in what I would call the traditional style, but I can't quite master the esports style. I think the rally side's a little bit different.
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's tricky just racing against these guys in general. They're so good.
Yeah,
and that's what happens in esports everywhere. The guys try and find the quickest way, and that's what they're going to do.
But it's their, what I'm staggered by is their consistency at that, the way they just nail it again and again and again. So Joker lap has been done now by everyone except your leader, Martin Lemieux. Now Martin Lemieux has 1.5 seconds over Ryohei Iwami. Is he going to bow to the pressure here and go straight to the Joker? He does. Goes Joker now, trying to defend the lead. This could be for a place in the semi-finals. You're on board now with Martin Lemieux. Nails the exit to the Joker lap. Watch for Ryohei Iwami on the outside line. Here comes Iwami, but Lemieux should shut the door into the left-hander. Nicely done. No pressure, no contact from behind. Easily done with a 1.5 second gap.
Yeah, he had a nice gap going into there, and Iwami wasn't that close to make a move. And yeah, he's really going to have to push now and hunt him down, or hope that Martin makes a mistake.
So Martin is confident with that sideways style, isn't he? That's what I was saying about the consistency of chucking the car in like that. pretty epic. He uses a lot of the dirty track on the outside as well.
Yeah, it's a risky move. Obviously, that gravel, you can lose control or slide into the barrier.
Helps rotate the car though, doesn't it? Again, I've noticed if you drop a wheel, say off the tarmac in Rallycross or in Rally, if you drop a rear wheel on the way into a corner, you can use it to back the car in. But it can be disastrous if you misjudge it. To be that consistent's hard.
So many times I've got it wrong, so yeah, it's extremely hard to get it right every time. But we're just seeing them coming out round now towards the finish. He's taking about a 10th of the lap, but it's not going to be enough.
No, he's final lap, 2 corners to go. Martin Lemou's just got to hold it together through the left and the right there. He is, bottom right to your screen. He knew what he had to do. He's going to get it done. Yes, fist pump, Christopherson style. Get in. Martin Lemou over the line. That's what it means to make it through to the semi-finals of the FIA World. Martin Lemou on the PlayStation and Sylvain Pelletier on Steam. Fantastic performance.